The NFL just got embarrassed in flag football. Ain't that about a shame? Everybody want to hate on my boy Hurts for throwing a pick six in flag football. Fred Johnson's back. AJ's house is on the market, or does he even have a house in Philly? We're going to talk about that, plus a mock draft tonight. But first, the NFL came out with some new rules, and here's an interesting rule. Let me know how you feel about it.
I love it. And if I was the players, I would like it too. Because if you think about it, if I'm the backup quarterback, I become way more valuable. The backups can demand more money because they are going to start a game.
At least one.
At least one, right? Yeah. So it would be, I love the strategy of it. Yes. I think there's also
the conversation part of it is
would
great.
Be elite. Yeah. And also think about this. Let's say the Eagles decide to play like the backup, Tanner McKee versus the Giants if they're 1-7. Think about that theater, right? The Giants finding out, oh, you're playing the backups against us. Like there's that theater as well. So I think it's good for the players because I think backups then become more valuable, so they make more money. I think it's good for content and we get more games. So I'm in.
How about our quarterback? How about our quarterback?
I'm your quarterback.
He's a stud.
He is a stud.
I knew he was going to play that way. I knew it. Don't doubt him. All he does
I'm
is
bird
win.
game 31 and I'm fly like an eagle. Hit him low, hit him high like the Eagles. Catch me on a podcast and we only talking Eagles. Dallas still sucks and they nothing like the Eagles. I don't want O-line. Jalen Hurts top 5. Run it like Saquon. Like I'm down Queen. Always open AJ. Touchdown, say. Strap him up like DeJean. Sack him up, Zach Bond. On the road to victory. Hit 'em high. Bird gang 31 is a host, man. Bringing Eagles to your door like the postman. Make some noise if you a real Birds fan. Make some noise if you a real Hurts fan. Yeah.
What is up? What is up, Eagles Nation? Welcome to the Philly Alert. I'm BG31 in the building with my boy, Birds Fan 81. How you doing today, my guy? What's going on? You're on mute.
I'm great, brother. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Another day to talk some birds is always a good day. Man,
always.
Load up those rule changes. Do you have that too? Maybe I can just read them off my phone. One of those shit. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Hit that like, hit that subscribe on the way in the door. Let's get this content out there. We're gonna talk some Birds football tonight. There hasn't been too much things going on. You know what I'm saying? I know today the Philadelphia Eagles did make a move. We re-signed Fred Johnson to a 1-year deal. So Fred Johnson's going to be back 1 year. Let's see if he played a little bit better than he played last year. He wasn't as awesome as he was the year before last year, but he played some good football with us. But I could see this being one of them 1-year deals in case Lane Johnson decides at the end of the year, to hang him up. We can go ahead and sign him to a longer year deal if he plays well. But starting with what we heard in the first, opening scene there, the NFL is proposing an 18-game season. But the catch is it's 18 games with only but starters can only play 17 games. So you're playing 18 games, starters can only play 17 games, and that means backups got to play for a whole game. Or you got to mix it up some way where maybe you have backups playing the game, have backups not playing the game. But what do you think about that new rule? Would you like it? Do you think it'd be better for the NFL? How do you see that working out?
It's a fair rule because it gives everybody equal opportunity. Guys that may be sleeping under the radar, you may find a diamond in the rough. It's sort of like, the drafts that they have. the compensatory drafts, you never know who you may find. You just might find somebody that becomes a starter.
Yeah.
You think about guys like Fred Johnson. Imagine if he could have got more playing time, like in a couple of games. That may have helped out. A ball out of bounds when kicking from the 50-yard line by competition committee. We posted those. We posted the rules out there. So if you think about it, I like the 18 game rule. It gives the players an extra day of rest, an extra week of rest, some time off. The players, they put in a lot of time, and anybody that plays football, they knows the wear and tear that it has on your body. So I think overall it'll be a good gesture, and it'll give some guys some chance to get in the limelight.
Yeah, you're right. Like you said, what happened if you're playing the Giants and they're 1-7? You say, okay, I'm gonna bank this one on my starters. Y'all sit out this game. We're gonna let the backups go out there. But that's not just gonna be like, now when you think about that situation, it's the end of the games, end of the season thing, where you start your backup at the end of the season. Now it can be any game, week one. You be, hey, week one, I don't even care about this game. And I wonder how many teams will actually do that. Week one, just get out of the way. I don't even know. I don't care. We're gonna play our backups, get it out of the way, and then our starters play. All the rest of the meaningful games. You never know what kind of strategy teams will come up with. I think it would be very interesting to see like when teams actually use this one game starters can't play type thing, and how to use it. Like I said, are they gonna do like full team, second team going out for one game starters, just get an extra bye, or do it where it's like half the starters play one game, half, what I'm saying, like half the backups playing that game, then they come back around, and then the other starters play. You know what I'm saying? Like mix and match. Maybe starting offense with second stream defense, or starting defense, second stream offense type thing.
They would have to, like, if you think about that, you think about the Spurs and how these NBA teams start tanking. Some people may use that to their advantage, and they may wait and say, like, okay, if we lose this game, hey, we can get the first pick, and we know we want Mendoza. So some people might take advantage of that rule because they tanking in the NBA right now. Everybody know the Wizards and Bam got 83 points, and basically it's because the Wizards are tanking right now. So I like the rule, but some teams, you can't give anybody, like, imagine if Harry Roseman, if he's going to be able to get the first round pick, and he can put in practice squad in there, Howard's going to play the practice squad every single time. So it's got to be some strategic rules in there to make it level across the board to where somebody's not taking advantage of the system.
Yeah, because you think about that too. Say you're like, bottom of the league, what I'm saying? Like you got a chance to be first pick or fifth pick, and you got 2 games left. It's like I'm a tank on purpose. Sit all my starters the last week of the season, and then I'm going to sit my starters the second 2 weeks in a row. My starters won't be playing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna lose this one out. We're gonna go ahead and get that number 1 draft pick and move. But like I'm trying to see what kind of leverage or what kind of way would it benefit for guys the opposite way, where it's like you're first in the first place. You still got, say you're doing good, you're on the roll, you're on the winning streak, and you forgot to use that bye. You have to use it. So now you're getting down to your last 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Where maybe you locked up the playoffs already, but you didn't lock up the first round. But now it's a game coming up you need to win to get locked up that 1 seed, and you end up having to freaking sit your starters.
We just got Elijah. Somebody just put a comment out here. We just got Elijah Moore. Let me see here in the chat. We just got Elijah Moore for AJ Brown. Huh?
What?
Hold on.
That sounds like Cap City.
I'm pulling it up now. Go ahead and talk. I posted those rules.
More for AJ Brown. Is that real?
I'm pulling it up now.
What's good, DV? How you doing, my guy? So definitely had to get you on here, my guy. Been busy doing a lot of stuff, but hey, salute to you. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like when you're up in here. That'd be crazy. What does Elijah Moore play for? The Cardinals? Let's see. We go through that. We go through more
No, that
rules.
was official today. I'm looking for it right now. Let's see here.
That's his best friend, but we acquired Elijah Moore. Oh yeah, the receiver. He was the receiver in Ole Miss with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's good, Stu Bishop? How you doing today, my guy? Thanks for stopping by.
We'll come back to that. Let
We're
me
gonna look
pull
that
these
up.
rules up.
Let me see it. Where you guys get this at? You guys get this on X? Let me see. I see the Fred Johnson. Salute to Fred Johnson being back. Fred Johnson being back. I'm not seeing no Elijah Moore.
So while you're looking that up, permit the kicking game to declare an onside kick at any time during the game. This will be a significant change. Currently, only trailing teams can attempt an onside kick. Teams would not be permitted to attempt a surprise onside or stack one side of the field to increase their odds of recovery. While these changes have undoubtedly made onside kicks safer, they have also led to an alarmingly low success rate. So that's one of the rules right there that we put out there in the chat. And a lot of people, they happy about it. So they eliminated the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking from the 50-yard line. So it seems like they put some true thought into this.
And not a trade. Elijah Moore and AJ are best friends. See, everyone thinks he means AJ Brown is staying.
Okay. All right.
That don't confirm if we got him from or not. I know he played for the Bills, right? Heard you guys say he played for the Bills? But yeah, well, so go over that one more time. I didn't hear. I was trying to do this, guy.
Say it one more time.
So what were you saying that new rule is? Let's put it up on the screen here.
Okay. The kicking team can do an onside kick at any time during the game now. So you have the freedom to do an onside kick any time during the game, not like before.
That was what it was before, remember? You could always
Correct.
just do.
That's what it was before. They just changed it. The last couple of years they had changed that.
So they changed that back. So now you can do onside kick at any time, which is cool. I like being able to onside kick it. Like, the Super Bowl, remember the Saints right out of the half, onside kick, get momentum, second half of the game. That's good there. That's good there. I like that rule. What about this one? It says the competition committee permits kicking the team to declare onside anytime by competition eliminate kicks incentive. Initially, the ball kicks the 50-yard line, competition minute. Oh, this was the same one we just talked about. Where's the other one? The other one we had.
Another one is allow the league personnel to consult with on-field officials when considering disqualifications for both flagrant football acts and non-football acts without being called onto the field. So they're going to allow league personnel to consult with on-field officials when considering disqualifications for both flagrant.
I do like that because I think there are some times people got disqualified and it shouldn't have been a full disqualification. I feel like there was a couple of times some players went out and it was like, okay, what is it? You get 2 personal fouls, you're out of the game type thing.
And sometimes, the officials do miss calls, but I mean, they're gonna miss it, but hey, you asking somebody upstairs, they still can't hear what's going on the field. Because when you're on the field and you're in the trenches, man, everybody know who's played football before. It's no telling what these guys are saying to each other. It could be some type of personal beef. Somebody could have been called some type of disrespectful name. So it's a lot that goes on the field also that needs to be taken into consideration. I like that to an extent, if they're going to talk about like somebody coming in and punching somebody blindside and saying like, "Hey, they shouldn't have done that," I agree with it, but to a certain extent, I don't know about that because you giving the people you giving the booths a lot of power, and you rely on the booth a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't know about that too. Yeah, because now it's like you can pay favors. You know, I don't like this guy. I'm gonna say, that's the ejection. It shouldn't be an ejection type of situation. So that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. What else we got here? Let me see what. Yeah,
You have one for 2026 only. Allow the NFL officiating department to correct clear and obvious misses by on-field officials that impact the game. So the officiating department, like they do in other leagues, they be able to call the home office, the NFL officiating department to correct clear and obvious misses by on-field officials that impact the game. So, if you miss that holding call, maybe or pass interference, or somebody steps out of bounds, they'll be able to call. The home office will be able to talk to the umpire and say like, "Hey, y'all, we missed that call. We need to review this."
yeah.
How you feel about that?
I like that because we talked about that because I was like on board with having the when you miss a call having to come at the end of the game and be one of the type like the players do and get up there and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like why you missed that call, what you seen on that play, help us out because that was a huge play for the game and you missed it type of situation. So I think now if because we'd be watching the game ourselves and we'd be like, they'd be going to the home base in New York and they'd be like, what do you think about the call? And they'd be like, oh, that's not a penalty or that is a penalty. You know what I'm saying? And they get the opposite call in the field. And you're like, what the hell? How do the guys in New York know that this is not a call, but they're calling it out there? You know what I'm saying? And things like that. So I think that's good. I think that will help out, gameplay of controversial calls.
Now they said this started from the DK Metcalf. During the showdown, Metcalf pushed the Lions fan Ryan Kennedy during in the first half of a game between the Steelers and Lions, following Kennedy heckling Metcalf. Referees didn't notice the incident during the game, but it was caught by TV cameras. Regardless, Metcalf was able to finish the game and wasn't ejected during the game. So he ended up getting a 2-game suspension. So that's what it stimulated from.
Oh, so catching things that the ref don't see and then calling them and letting them know about it type thing. That's what they're talking about doing.
Yeah.
Not like the calls being called and they're gonna call
Same
in.
thing. Like it sounds like they're gonna be doing what you said, along with situations like this where they just missed a call and they can go back and say, "Hey, we need to rescind that. We need to review this again."
Okay. Are these rules for the new season?
Yeah, all these are for the new season. So let's see what else we got here.
What did you say about we lost Darius Cooper? Why did you say Darius Cooper is gone? Am I missing something?
Hold on, I'll pull it up. Eagles.
Y'all just dropping things in the chat. Y'all can let me know if it's real or not. Y'all don't need to drop it. I'm about to say something about it. Like, I don't think that should be possible. I feel like Cooper got a role coming this year. Cooper should definitely be having a role coming this year. Right? The move was likely made to help AJ Brown stay. So you guys are saying that move is legit, though. They're trying to get Elijah Moore to help AJ Brown stay. He played for the Bills. We're going to have to see about that. I don't know why I don't have it pulled up or anything. I don't see that. I don't see what y'all see. I don't see what y'all see. But all these rules, like, let's see what else we got here. Do we have any other rules that's important? It says bylaws, roster tweaks for international games, Labor Day weekend as business days for notice, earlier pub practice window. I like that. You don't have to wait to 4 weeks anymore. You're gonna get an earlier pub practice window. Make permanent expanded free agent negotiation calls and travel. Draft day. Draft.
Yes, the Eagles are signing a lot.
Up to 5 seasons ahead. Dang, you're gonna be able to trade draft picks up to 5 seasons ahead. So if you really want someone, you be like, I'll give you 5 second-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
5. What do you think about that one? Because I think now when it was only like 2 or 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can go 5 years of picks in front. Man, people are gonna be mortgaging their futures for certain players.
You're right.
I got 5 first-round picks.
Hey, that's fair.
Is
That's
that type
fair.
in Elijah Moore on X? It'll come up.
Yeah, we did. We got him. I'm looking at it right now. It's on a 1-year deal.
A 1-year deal, Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I'm looking for the
What did he do? Like, what did he do for? Did he even do good last year?
Say it again.
Was he even good last year, Elijah Moore?
9 games with 2 stars in Buffalo, making 9 catches for 112 yards before the team released him. Moore joined the Broncos, who elevated him from the practice squad for the AFC Championship game, where he caught 1 pass for 4 yards. So he's turning 26. He has 209 receptions for 2,274 yards and 9 touchdowns. And he's been in the league since 2021. So, he may be the 4th. I mean,
Goddamn. You might be on the best squad, my guy. Talking about making it for AJ Brown, so he can be his friend. What?
Nah. And I know if a guy's on a practice squad that was a first-round draft pick, a second-round draft pick 5 years ago, and you're on the practice squad, that says a whole lot. And you gotta remember the Broncos' offense was depleted during the playoffs, so him getting juiced during the playoffs really didn't mean a thing because they was trash during the playoffs. I think you was on the field during the playoffs,
right? Man. But, who knows? Because some players light it up when they get the new situations. I'm not sure why he plays so horribly. But if Howie likes him, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Bring him in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize we're going to be picking up a lot of bodies right now. You need bodies for camp. You need bodies for these sessions, off-season programs. So we're going to be picking up a lot of people that probably won't even make the football team. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what he got.
Let me ask you a question then. Hollywood Brown or Moore? Like, hey.
Oh, what? Hollywood had 500 yards last year, 5 touchdowns. Okay. Hollywood Brown was like one of the fastest guys in the NFL. He definitely going to be the number 3. And I really, because I would even say to this, if AJ goes, do you think Hollywood Brown could be the 2? Or do you think, what I'm saying, like Hollywood stays the 3 and we get a young guy to be the 2, or we trade for another receiver to be the 2? I think Hollywood Brown, personally, is good enough. You got to realize we're going to bring back, what's the boy's name from last year? He got hurt. He was a rookie that got hurt. We got Wilson coming back for blocking receiver, red zone target. I'm trying to think. We had another guy that was supposed to be good last year. But
yeah, he did. Yeah, I know exactly. I'm pulling up the depth chart right now.
Yeah. He was supposed to be good last year, and he ended up not playing all season. Oh, yeah. Elijah Cooks. I'm thinking Elijah Cooks might still be on the roster, right?
Right now, we got AJ Brown, Douglas Cooper, Britton Covey, Devontae Smith, and they haven't even updated with Hollywood Brown or Elijah Moore. So let's see who else we got here. And this is on the Eagles official website, so they hadn't even updated. Usually the teams updated.
Yeah, this is for mental health of AJ Brown. Yeah. Strictly here for moral support, right?
Yeah.
You never know. Because Jalen and Devontae had time in Alabama together. AJ and Jalen might be best friends, but they never played together until they played together here. So maybe he does need a teammate on there. You know what I'm saying? To hang out with.
You're
Relate to
right.
college
And
days.
instead of reading a book, he can talk to his homeboy now. That's right. Whatever we need to do. Hey, if you need us to come and talk to you on the sideline, AJ Brown, we will come and talk to you on the
I
sideline.
need that guy. Jalen sucked today, right? Because ain't nobody else gonna say it, but his boy's like, yeah, you right. I need the ball too. Yeah. You need to get us the ball. Old Miss Flesh. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We ready to get the balls.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Whatever we gotta do, we just need to keep him happy though.
He needs some kind of moral support to stay at home. He can get traded. Like, let's talk about that. I heard that AJ Brown first earlier this morning broke on Twitter that AJ Brown put his house on listing, but then someone broke it. They said they don't even think AJ Brown has a house in Philly, so that was just a cap. The real question is, does he have a house in Philly? Was that all cap, or is it up there for listed for sale?
Hmm.
See
I'm
what we
pulling
find
it
out.
up. I'm researching that right now, and yes, he does have a house in Philly.
And he put it on the listing.
Yes, he's I mean, I'm not saying where it's been listed, but he does that. He did definitely. He has a house in Haddonfield, South Jersey.
Ooh. Because, Adam came out and said the handshake agreement wasn't real. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's the move to make. Like, this has gotten way too out of hand. It's been going way too long. We already know where he stands, where he wants to do, and if we can get the win-win, I feel like this is what the Patriots are doing. They're like, we don't want to give you a first round this year. We don't want to give you one of our first round this year because we have a Super Bowl caliber team. If we can get AJ Brown, you know, after the draft and still draft the first round talent on his football team, we can have a better shot to win the Super Bowl. If we wait till
That's
after the year first after the draft, now we can give you next year first round. And we might even sweeten the pot and give you another first round, what you want, because it won't affect us this year. It'll affect us years down the road. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's more of what's going on in that trade situation than anything. Like we said, like help AJ live out his lifelong dream to be a Patriot. Let us just help him do it. I want to see the man happy. I want to see him playing some good football. I don't like to trade so much after June 1st when you can't get nothing back for him this year, unless you're going to give me a first round pick and a player. If you give me a first round pick and one of your star players too, either safety, a receiver even over there. There's a couple receivers I bring over. Something like that, man, like offensive lineman or something. Like you gotta give me a top, someone that's good, obviously, on your football team too, with a first round pick, and then I'll be cool with that. But like to get a couple of draft picks, it's not going to help us this year, in the draft or even, on our football team this year. Then I don't know how much of a reward that would be for Howard Roseman.
But you think about it, like you got two of the most stingiest franchises, scheming franchises in the history of sports. I mean,
Right.
all the way back, we talk about the Patriots and the Eagles. So it's gonna be like, hey, how is gonna pull and they gonna pull because both of them are winners, both of them are proven. Like, hey, if you come here, we will win. It might not happen immediately, but if you stay around, we can promise you're gonna get a championship or a chance to play in one. I mean, especially with Drake May up there and with that defense and what they're doing, hey, it is a sexy look. I mean, it's a nice spot to say, like, hey, if we get AJ, we made it to the Super Bowl. What if we do get AJ? They should be willing to give up a couple of, at least a first and a second.
Right.
They need a receiver bad. They don't have anybody can just go and get open. So the price tag for AJ is real high right now. So I'm like you. I hope we pull it. I hope we go ahead and make a move really, hopefully, something can happen before the draft, which we seriously doubt. That would be like a dream come true to get some extra picks before the draft.
Yes, yes, to help us this year. Even if it's not to the Patriots, like I would love him to be happy too. At the end of the day, if another team, the Browns, if another team that don't have a star receiver, Green Bay, you think about Green Bay over there, give us a first round pick and Javon Walker, you know, you can have AJ
Yep.
Brown. He can go over there, and that'd be another place where he can be a number one, established number one, and we can get a linebacker of the future, something like that, like where you're going to give us something that's worth something that's going to impact our football team this year because we haven't went out and got no big edge rush now. I'm not really confident with just drafting the guy in the first round, thinking he's going to come in, get you double-digit sacks or anything like that, So we're going to have to still shore up that edge rush, even if,
Now, Falk from Auburn, I mean, when we get to the mock draft, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I do want to throw that name out there. A lot of people are saying that Falk has a decent shot at going to Auburn, and he can. Now, I do think he can come in and get you double. I think he can get you double-digit sacks, especially playing against the SEC in the SEC. And
Yeah.
we've had, success drafting players from the SEC conference.
Yeah.
War Eagle, by the way, War Eagle.
War Eagle. Well, that would be good too, but like I said, I think at least we're less than a month away from the draft, so whatever's going to happen is finally going to happen. It's going to probably happen soon here. So if it's going to happen before the draft, we're probably going to see it. If the teams don't want to make sure they have him before drafting, because I realize some teams that might need a receiver after the draft, they might not need a receiver no more. They might not be willing to pay that big steep price for him no more.
That's true.
What happened if the Patriots got the 31st pick? What happened if a guy like Cooper or Lemon, even though these guys won't, but if something like that kind of a talent drops down, then they take him, then they're not going to want to trade for AJ Brown after that anymore.
No, they're not.
You're going to have your star receiver, and he's just going to be stuck on a team. My problem is I want him on a team, and I know how he's trying to set it to keep him on a team by having such high standards. But if he's not going to be down to play, that's what matters. It matters is mental for the team. If he's not going to be down to play, if he's not going to be a team player, if he's not going to be out there giving 100%, then he can stay. I mean, we can bench his ass all year or something. I'm not really.
No. He got his homeboy Elijah Moore over there to talk to now. AJ is staying. Let's start with the AJ trade talk. We're going to claim it right now. It is said and it is done. He is staying in Philly. Philly for life, baby.
If he does I think that's going to be dangerous. If he can stay, be good, that's going to be super dangerous, guys. Y'all going to really watch out because Hollywood Brown, that's your three. Your three, my guy, stretching the field in the middle.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize, even if we do lose AJ, I really think if we just got a guy like Sadiq in the draft, that would replace him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a tight end that let's play as athletic as a receiver, big body. You know what I'm saying? He could probably put up some big numbers on mixed matches in the NFL. And you guys realize if you're looking at the Green Bay offense, what they used to do, especially last year, they're really tight end heavy. You know what I'm saying? 12 personnel. Even 3 tight end sets. So the more tight ends, the merrier you get. It's better for the run game, and it's also better, if you got some good receiving tight ends, which Dallas Goedert's pretty good. If he has Sadiq, that's pretty good. Grant Calcaterra can catch, you just can't, block very well. So we got an all blocking that. What was his name? Mud. We got an all blocking tight end too. We brought over already. So. People got to realize we're not going to see the exact same offense we've been seeing, which is good. But I think people got to realize when it comes to shaping this roster, there's going to be a lot of different pieces, a lot of different moving parts. Even how they added the third running back, Dameon Pierce, you know what I'm saying? He's been hurt, but he's also a dynamic running back, you know what I'm saying? You got him, you got Barkley, you got Tank Bigsby, you still got Shipley. We're going to be running out this year.
And I will tell you this: you are definitely kin to Jordan. Jordan Sadiq, that's your new name. Cause Jordan Davis and Sadiq, man, you are riding with them jokers to the wheels fall off. Your nephew Jordan Davis, boy, and the next nephew is
What
Sadiq.
if he thrown it out into the ether? Sadiq to the ether. Sadiq to the ether. Yep.
If Sadiq comes to Philly, we will not be able to shut you up. I mean, it's gonna
Hell
be like,
no. I'm like, Super Bowl!
yeah,
Eagles won
I mean,
already. Howie won the draft. It's over.
yeah.
Sadiq's in Philly. We're going all the way, my guy.
And it could happen. I mean, we've seen how it pull off a lot of trades, so that's something that can happen, man. He might trade into the top 10. Who knows?
And think what he can do with that too. You can trade AJ to get into the top 10.
Yeah, now that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Like, you can make moves. Howie always makes draft day trades to move up, move down. You know, sometimes he move up just to move back down, just to get more picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does stuff like that. And even like what you hear about Tanner McKee, you know, last I checked, there's only one first round quarterback, and that's Mendoza. He going number one. You know, Ty Simpson's like, I think they rate him like 32nd, you know, player, and like in terms of like borderline first round, probably second round quarterback. So if you're not feeling confident, you know, obviously Mendoza's going to the Raiders. That's a sign you can put that in a permanent marker. You know, he's gonna be he's gonna be a Las Vegas Raider there. Think about other teams, Pittsburgh, Jets. Like there's still other teams that need starting quarterbacks. And that's why I like how Howie started with a second round pick. But hey, you get too desperate in this draft, we might be able to trade them. You know, trade them for like a nice early second round pick.
I'm looking at the draft from last year. We got Campbell, Makuba, Ty Robinson, McWilliams, Munden, Kendall, McCord, Kyle McCord, Miles Hinton, Cameron Williams, and Antoine Powell Ryland. So out of the guys that we picked in the first 5 rounds, all of those got some juice. So you know, and the year before that, in 2024, Kenyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJohn, Hunt, Shipley, Anaya Smith, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Trevor Keegan, Johnny Wilson, and Dylan McMahon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you think about it, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Tyler Steen, Sidney Brown, Kilo Ringo, Tanner McKee. So when you look at this, then Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Kyra Johnson, and Grant Calcaterra. So as I name these players, these are in the draft. The reason why I read those off, like Devontae Smith, Landon Dickinson, Milton Williams, Kenneth Gainwell. The Eagles don't have a problem drafting. So that's why we can get all these draft picks, because when we do get a chance to pick, all those are sitting around. I mean, you think about it, either they trade bait or either they get on the field, the majority of them. Not many teams can say that.
Yeah, that's true. And we definitely gonna get into this draft. We got the mock draft set up for you guys a little later. We're gonna get through some of these topics, you know. Another big topic, you know, we just had the flag football World Championship, NFL versus the USA flag football team, man. And the first thing I gotta say is, hey, NFL, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. That was embarrassing, man. Like, sit your ass down. I know everybody wants to see their favorite NFL player, you know, in the Olympics winning the gold medal. And who knows, they might mix and match it, you know, when the time comes. But when you just see NFL player stars versus their stars, it was not the same game, my guy. Like when the NFL teams were playing the NFL teams, it's like, oh, okay, that looked like it kind of be fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're all half-assing out there, jogging, making spectacular catch. Hell, we got some highlights. Let's look at some of this stuff later. Let's look at some of this stuff. Here we go. guys didn't move.
Women love me, but it's sad. But how can I know when I can't?
Pablo Smith.
You got Belt. Work out,
Got
Belt.
Belton Brown is going to make a move. Gosh, he's so quick. Look at these moves from Brown. Gets down to his knee almost. Oh my goodness.
God.
That was an incredible array of moves.
Just
So
now going for the deep ball. He's open. It's
The Sounders generate offense without Gronk. Here's Jalen Hurts, and now he's going to be a pick six. Second of the day for USA.
they're hating my boy Hurts for that pick. It's flag football, guys. Calm down. But it's like you see, man, like we're just not there. We're too big. We're too like all these guys are like 5'10", sitting at home. You got bus drivers, school teachers, you got YMCA coaches, like you got these fools that weigh 105 pounds with soaking wet cleats. You know what I'm saying? Out there looking like Gumby out there, going to the ground, not going to the ground. Like, that's crazy. Like, we don't play football like that. Like, I just feel like, as much as we like to see our guys doing, like, I was not impressed enough. Like, yeah, Devontae had a couple, and even Speed. I think I had that one with Speed here. Speed's not even an NFL player. Actually, I heard after this game, this little series thing, he got, a call from Miami to see if he want to come out there and make the squad over there in Miami. I don't mind Speed being a fifth receiver on the team. You want to come to Philly? I remember he talked to Howie Roseman about it. He's like, play receiver and safety, my guy. Look at me. 4.4 speed. He looked really fast after he kept up with Devontae Smith, a lot of that game too when they were playing each other too. But I just feel like those guys came out to make a statement. And I know we got to 2028 to decide on what kind of team we're going to throw out there. So maybe the NFL players try harder next year because they're probably going to have it again next year and a year after next to see who's actually going to do it. So hopefully, maybe we get some younger NFL players out there too. Like we got to do something better than what we put out there because that was not the business, my guy. That was not the business. I did not like to see. I think they said they outscored the NFL team like 150 or something like that to like 75 or something like that. And that's how bad they beat us both games. Like, what I'm saying? They won the championship. They showed why that's their sport, not their sport. You got to keep where you're at. To let the flag football guys do it. NFL, y'all got Super Bowls and, international games to go with. But I don't know. I just think there's no way they're going to they shouldn't even let the NFL players do it. Like, they can get hurt trying to do things like that. Like that's they're just your body, man. Do you see some of the moves? Like that one move where he went, dude, he dipped to the ground, man. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is going on over here? Like, how do you do that? Like, that's a move I remember playing flag football back, because when I was living in the hood growing up, like there's sometimes we weren't able to play the tackle football. We had to play flag football because the tackle was too aggressive and people started fighting and shooting all that stuff. But We had to wait to the flag football. We weren't doing moves like that, my guy. Like I wasn't. I was spin moves but I wasn't doing that. And you got all these big six
Oh,
foot
man.
6'5" guys that weigh 240 pounds trying to get that low to grab a flag. They're gonna pull a hamstring. Like these guys are small. Imagine China. They're gonna have a little team. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of little guys running around there. Like we ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and take our ticket out of that. Let these guys have been doing it their whole life. It's the only thing they got in life. That's the only thing they say they're great at. A lot of these guys didn't make the NFL. A lot of these guys didn't make, Europe League football. So let them take the flag football moment, man. And I say let them go, to the Olympics year one. If they go to lose, then maybe you come back with some NFL stars after that. But right now, just let those guys play it out.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Just you put it all in a nut and just stick to your craft. Don't try to go. I mean, if you're an NFL football player, just play for. Just play for the end. That like the rules are different. Everything about the NFL and flag football is different. So I
Yeah,
don't know what make them think that it would just be easy, like turn it on and turn it off. It's not that easy. This is what these guys do, and that's why
yeah,
they got that. They got paid too for beating them. That's why they got paid so much. Basically, it was a good payday for them. So I mean, it's not that easy. It's like trying to go. It's like telling Jalen Hurts right now, "Hey, go play soccer." They call
yeah.
that football too. We're gonna go play soccer too. Like we're going to play rugby. We know 95% of the players in the NFL couldn't play rugby.
Facts.
I mean, that's just how it is. So just stick with what you're good at. If
Right.
you're a chef, stay in the kitchen. Don't go mow grass.
Right.
Just stick with what you're good at. Like, don't do it. That was embarrassing. That was awful to watch.
It was bad, man. It was real bad. And the only
Yeah.
time you got actors and stuff playing around trying to act like they want to play flag on a flag football team. Man, y'all don't sit your asses down. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, I got you. Yeah, down. Like, y'all, Jake Paul or Logan Paul, whatever Paul, brother, you ain't playing in no USA team for nothing. Okay? Go back to podcast and speed. Now, speed actually got speed, and if he can get drafted, picked up from a team, I think speed probably can play on a team. You know, you could use. I don't know, man. Everybody like Tom Brady. He was
Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Hold on now. Speed don't want to put them pads on. Once you put them pads on, you put them pads on, you run across the middle, and you got your boy JD, Jordan Davis, coming towards you with
Oh,
pads on.
you hit by JD. Lights
I'm
out.
not, I'm not, but you got Jalen Carter running towards you. You got Campbell running towards you. You got these safeties running towards. No, man, it's a whole different game. I don't think speed can play in the NFL. I could be completely wrong, but it's gonna take a whole lot of adjustment for that to happen.
That's why I say let him play on the. Maybe Speed can play on the USA team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he can tackle. He can use his speed to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like some of these players might make it. But I just wasn't confident, man. I just think we got embarrassed. They should have put that on TV. There should have been something done off air.
Yeah.
That was the results of it at the end. Like back in the day before you had Sports Center, you had to read it in the newspaper, okay? Follow the stats there. Everybody trying to hit my boy Jalen, but Jalen threw some bombs to Devontae. I should have had those on here too. I didn't have those on here, but he threw some bombs to Devontae Smith, and it showed what the pairing is going to look like this year. I'm glad to see Devontae out there with Jalen. Saquon was out there acting like it was life. You know what I'm saying? He thought he had to be the best flag football. And see, that's another thing. A lot of this time, they didn't even know the damn rules. Okay?
Yeah.
Like they were out there not even knowing what the hell they're supposed to be doing. Like what was legal, what was not legal. And you thought you'd be a little brushed up on that if you knew you're gonna be playing that game. Like, come on, my guy. You got the NFL players, the rules can be that much different.
Hey, they just shouldn't have played. I mean, it was just a bad idea. Like I don't know what made them think hey, we can go do it. No, it's just not that easy, man. I don't know why people think. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with the world. Everybody think they can do everything now. Stick with what you're good at. If you're good at talking about the Eagles, talk about the Eagles. Don't talk about the Chicago Bears. Just talk about the Eagles. Stick with your team. Like, stick with what you're good at in life. Again, if you're a chef, don't try to go to and become a landscaper. If you're a welder,
Right.
don't try to go become a mechanic. Just well. Do your stick well, get your money, go home, get in the bed, and do it again the next day. We got everybody
Right.
think they can do everything now. Saquon, that's great that he played. It's great that Jalen played, but I do not like the fact that Jalen Hurts threw a pick. That's what I just don't.
Hey, it happens.
The pick six, even he did a pick
It
six.
happens, you know.
Like, no, Jalen, don't be embarrassing us out there. My guy, these are flag football. You just threw a pick to the postman, my guy. Like, come on. Like, that ain't Sauce Gardner over there. This is some guy that, go home to his family every night. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
I don't like
man.
Hurts throwing that pick.
I will
I
say,
never like when the quarterback throws a pick,
and then,
but Burrow threw a pick too. So
yeah. And then you look at Saquon. He was out there acting like he playing normal football. You know what I'm saying? With flags on. Like, he was out there trying to run people over and shit. Like, Saquon, you're not playing tackle football, my guy. You think you could just do you know what I'm saying? Like a little stutter step, but man, they grabbed your flag, guy, back there. Why are you still running? And I remember once he spun right in and ran the hell over one of these little guys. I felt bad for him. I'm like, Saquon, you don't catch yourself a case. You know what I'm saying? You catch yourself a case out there. Because that guy weighed 150 pounds, I'm pretty sure. You heard that guy. He could be lawyer and up to get some of that NFL money, my guy. You got to pay this guy check. So stick with what you do, NFL. NFL is the best freaking sport, NFL. And I know when you watch baseball, when you watch, basketball, you see your favorite players go over there and win gold medals for the country. Everybody wants to win gold medals for the country. I don't know if this is one.
This is all the NFL players need to do. They need to go and they need to put their glasses on, their team replica on like the Eagles, and they just need to watch. That's all they need to do. Go. Just put your sunglasses on. Hey, we'll get you some passes. You give them more support, but don't embarrass yourself like that no more. We got Tom Brady out here and Gronk. We got all these old guys out here. Man, it look like Social Security playing. Like, come on. Like what we got going on here, man? Like, why are these guys?
We out there.
We got a boxer out here. What is he doing? We got Shannon, all these. Man, I'm like, man, I can't, man. No, that's a bad idea. Like, some things we just don't need to do. It's like the NBA with the dunk contest. Some things, you just need to tweak it or get rid of it or not do it at all. So, hey, I'm sorry, this one hit me hard. Like, I was like, man, what is this?
Yeah, I was really like, what the hell are you doing out there? Like, it was a different speed when they were playing. And I know, cause like you hear them, they really want to show the NFL like, y'all can't touch us. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a statement tournament right there. Like they were like, y'all niggas not in the league. We ain't in y'all league either. They can't go put on pass. Some of them dudes did that. They get on IR from getting hit by some of our linebackers and safeties and whatnot. But we definitely can't go into their field and do that.
And they definitely can't come to the NFL because, like, once you put them pads on, I'm trying to tell you, like I know, man. Hey, once them pads strap on, you slow down a whole lot. Yeah. Hey, they said when Ray Lewis used to play them guys for the first time, it was a nightmare on Elm Street.
Right?
You think about a 21-year-old kid and Ray Lewis running towards you, Jalen Carter. You got the Bosa brothers running towards you. No, it ain't no flag now. It's your neck. I'm ready to grab you.
Yeah, you try to do that low dip like that in the NFL, you can get dipped out. A fun dip back. You was sprinkling your ashes across the field.
You might come across the field one or two times, but that third time, hey, brother, we gotta do something with this dude.
Yeah, man, he's not moving. Like, yeah, it was good. It was something fanatic, put on there, and it's cool. Like, whatever. Thanks for you guys for putting that out there. Let's see. Is there anything else to talk to before we get into these mock drafts? Oh, our boy Dean gave love you know, Jahad Campbell. He said got great size, ability to do anything from the linebacker position, cover it, blitzing, stop it and run. He's a 3-down linebacker. He can do it all. He's going to be great for sure. He's got a crazy work ethic. Dean is a class act. Yeah. Do you think Dean was just hyping us up because he's not here right now trying to make Eagles fans feel safe? Or do you think he really believes that?
No, not at all. We talked about that 2 weeks ago on the first show where you invited me on about his impact when Fangio took him off the field. You think about when Fangio took him off the field, it changed the whole everything on the defense. It changed the whole setting. It changed the whole tone. So I do think Campbell is going to be great. I think he fits that Fangio scheme real well. And the reason why we drafted him was for that reason. Somebody talking right here. What's up, Bird? Gang.
What's up? Because last year,
We all was wondering how Oakland lasted to the 5th round. Okay. All right.
yeah, we definitely got Woolen. That's definitely gonna be a big pickup. I really feel like he's gonna have a great impact on our defense. I think that just kind of like solidified our secondary, man. Like our secondary gonna be on point this season, man. Salute to you, man. How you been, my guy? What's going on with my computer, man? I hate my computer sometimes. Berg ain't need a new. That's why we need to get some super chats in here. Because Berg ain't need a new computer, guys. I hate to be that guy, but y'all can help me out here and get there, my guy. Get there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share. What else we missed in the chat? Did we miss anything else in the chat? No, nothing else. Okay. Well, we're going to get to the part of the show where we're going to go ahead and get some mock drafts in. Let's try to get through a couple of these mock drafts, see who the Eagles would draft. You know what I'm saying? Before we do, the Eagles did host, Cooper Jr. from Indiana, which everybody call him Baby AJ right now. And they think that, if AJ goes, we could probably get this guy. So let's see what they have to say about it.
Let's go down to the Philadelphia Eagles at number 23, a position we saw in yesterday's mock. It's back, but a different name. With the 23rd pick in the NFL draft, the Eagles select Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver, Indiana. Here is what Field Yates wrote about him. Though wide receiver A.J. Brown is still with the Eagles, the fact that the team reportedly had discussions for a trade tells you it is still possible something happens after June 1st when it becomes more palatable from a salary cap standpoint. Of course, Philadelphia would be thin long-term at receiver without Brown, which is where Cooper could help. He's one of the best players in space from this class, averaging 7.3 yards after the catch in 2025. Plus, he can block extremely well downfield, which would fare well for running back Saquon Barkley. Hugh Douglas, your take on Omar Cooper Jr.
You know what? 6 foot, what was he? 6 foot, 199 pounds. He ran like a 4.4.
4.4. Yeah, 4.43.
Yeah, he ran a 4.43. I like that. I like that in him. He's just a little bit smaller. When you're talking about the receivers that we have and the size that they are, a little stuck on that A.J. Brown thing, but I get it. If you're putting a lot of speed on the field, a lot of options for Jalen Hurts to throw the football to some speedy receivers.
So when I watched him in college, and I see some of the highlights now as I'm watching it, he doesn't play small. I mean, he runs through tackles. Mm-hmm. He's a powerful player. The NFL.com comparison is Deebo Samuel. I see a little bit of that. I see some Deebo when I watch him.
Deebo.
I could see him getting the ball in space and running. I could see screen passes to him and him running. He was huge for Indiana this past year. Of the two players we talked about yesterday and today, yesterday was Mekhi Lemon, the receiver from USC. Today,
you like him better?
I like Cooper better. Okay. Cooper strikes me as he's going to be a really good NFL
gritty player. Yeah,
I get that. I think we can replace some of the physicality if we lose AJ with a guy like Omar Cooper Jr. I'm in.
And he's versatile. He's line him up in the slot,
yeah, inside, outside.
And that is funny because he kind of reminds me of Devontae in some ways and reminds me of AJ in other ways.
A lot of speed. You talk about speedy receivers. Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like the compliment to Devontae, I think it's almost perfect.
I do too, and he was a big game player for Indiana in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
This one to me, and I believe I saw last week the Eagles brought him in for a workout. Now that doesn't have to mean anything. They get 30 workouts. I mean, they're like a telegraph.
Yeah, but they're definitely interested.
Well, there's a reason they're bringing him in. I mean, they obviously want to get to know the kid a little bit for whatever reason. So that one I'd keep an eye on.
Okay, well, Cooper's one. I do like Lemon from USC. I think, he's the man. And he definitely could be another guy that we're putting out there. He said some people talk about Omar Pooper at 23. Effing fools. I can name 4 other dudes taller and more athletic. Yeah. But you can't name 4 other dudes that won the Natty. That one thing you can't do for the receivers that won the Natty. Okay, he's on Indiana, and they won the national championship. They went through the SEC, the Big 12, all those teams, and beat the shit out of them, and won the national championship. You know what I'm saying? So he is pretty good. He got a ring. I wouldn't mind picking him up. Like I said, I like Lemon a little more. Lemon might get. He's a more of an explosive player. He said these clowns are fools, But yeah, man, we can see, man. I wouldn't mind either one of them, to be honest with you. You can bring either one of them.
Add Jay Koch. Who would you pick right there? So name one or two of the receivers, that you like right there. Because it seems like that Freddie, you seem like you got a little heated right there. Talk to us in the chat. Who would you like to see us pick right there if we get a receiver?
Now give us some of the 4 better ones. Okay. Watch his highlights 90%. Let's see.
I do like Lemon, from USC. They say he's a slot, but he can play outside as well. And I think, it would be a good plug and play in case they trade AJ. I think Lemon could play, and at USC, he saw some balls, so I like him.
He said he'll take O-line or D-line guys.
Okay.
I can see you doing that too, but you just got to think if we were to trade AJ. Like if we would have got another first-round pick for AJ in this draft, we can do both. We can get a receiver and we can get a lineman. That would be the ultimate thing to do. But like I said, Eagles offensive line, we got Fred Johnson back. You got to realize we got Hinton. They kind of played a little bit last year. He's supposed to be the next Lane Johnson replacement. I think we still got Keegan, or did Keegan leave? Keegan. We got that center. What the hell is that center name we had backing up last year? That's supposed to be just good, same kind of body type as Jason Kelsey. So we got some linemen. They weren't ready to roll last year. And hopefully they all get a little bit better this year. We drafted some 2. I remember Hinton was one of them, and there was another guy we drafted too. That was, or maybe we didn't draft him, but picked him up after the draft as an undrafted free agent. That was a big body lineman that we can throw in there. So.
Give me one moment here. On the offensive line right now, we got Jordan Mailata, Miles Hinton, Landon Dickinson, Cam Jurgens, Drew Kendall, Tyler Steen, Lane Johnson, Fred Johnson.
Drew Kendall, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, that's where we at now. And Drew Kendall, let's see how he fared last year. I'm pulling up some information. I'm just seeing if they have anything out there about him right now, because we definitely need depth. And he did see some time last year, but not as much as we like. But it is good that Fred Johnson came back.
Yeah. Definitely good. Fred came back.
I know we getting ready for the draft, and I was looking up something early today that I thought would be good. Let me find this article right quick. So we lost our offensive line coach. We all know, that was a big deal. And when I went and looked up Chris Cooper, he is entering his first year as the O-line coach. But just looking at like everything that he's accomplished, we might not fall off much. In 2025, he oversaw tackle Brian O'Neill, who earned the 4th highest Pro Bowl focus grade among NFL right tackles. Cooper led O'Neill to earning his 2nd Pro Bowl nod after only allowing 2 sacks in 2024. Tied for the fewest of all NFL tackles. He had an 81.2 Pro Football Focus pass block grade. In 2023, he saw an offensive line that finished the season 5th best league in passing yards per game. During 2022, he assisted running back Dalvin Cook to another 1,000+ rushing yards. And Mike Munchak in Denver in 2021 assisted an offensive line that helped their quarterbacks receive the 4th most time to throw, 2.91 seconds in the NFL. So we were worried about Stoutland leaving, but it looks like we got a good replacement here. I just want to, toss that up to you, throw your alley-oop on that one, because I know that's like a big discussion going into the season, offensive line coach.
Yeah, and it's just a point of, he has done some good things, and it's a different scheme. You hear Lane Johnson excited about it. You hear these guys are going to be out there moving in space, doing something that they like to do as opposed to just being a statue. I'm not saying that, we had the best offensive line coach in Stoutland, but like I said, you got to change sometime. I think this change is going to be a different. It's more of an outside zone type change. We're going to be stretching these D linemen out, giving Saquon cut back. Or like this is a one cut move for I think Bigsby is going to thrive in this system from what he did last year. You remember every time we seen Bigsby run that ball, all them nice runs that he did have was off for like one cut and he was gone. I think Saquon Barkley, if he doesn't do all that extra juking, can thrive in this type of scheme. You know what I'm saying? You think of, Josh Jacobs a couple of years ago when Saquon, like I said, when he had 2,000, Josh had like 1,400 yards that year, I think, somewhere around there where he was 3rd behind Derrick Henry in rushing in the same style system. When you got more tight ends on the field, that's more blockers for you. Johnny Wilson's going to be back. So that's another big body blocker out there. So Saquon in this run game should definitely be back to form. And I love when I heard Lane Johnson talk about getting him back to where he should be. They took it, the offensive line took it personal that Saquon was still the 6th leading rusher in the league, but it wasn't even anywhere close to being what it was the year before. And they took that personal. So I like seeing accountability. I think these guys will come out this year and really show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see what Cooper brings to this offensive line. Like I said, it's been so many years. Stoutland's been in here so many years that I feel like even if he leaves, right, his blueprint will still be there.
Correct.
Even though he left, the blueprint of Stoutland is still going to be there. All these guys are graduates from Stoutland University. So
Correct.
All you do is adding to their arsenal, making them that much more better by giving them a new scheme to learn, by giving them a new scheme to perfect. And when they perfect it, might look rough the first couple of weeks. But if they perfect it, now you got 2 different schemes. And now we can take the like Nick always say, take the best of what we did before, add it to the new stuff, and now you got an unstoppable offense. So it could even be better than it was Super Bowl year, to be honest. With Hollywood Brown out here, if AJ stays, Saquon lighting it up, Bigsby getting a couple more carries.
And Elijah Moore talking to AJ on the sideline.
Being AJ sideline counselor. We might be able to win another one this year, baby. Yeah, Elijah.
Yeah, let's go, Elijah.
You're doing your job on the sideline, my guy. Keep
Welcome to
making
Philly,
it
baby.
happen. Keep hyping them
Everybody,
up.
give it up for
Keep hyping
Elijah.
them up.
Yeah, whatever we gotta do to keep AJ happy, we need him 2 more years. Okay, I see you right here.
So this is what we
2000.
got going into the draft here. The Eagles got
Mm-hmm.
a first, a second, what, 2/3, 2/4, 2/5, and a 6. That's not bad, dude. That's a lot of talent. How many in the top 100? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in the top 100. And then now we did that trade, flip-flop trade. We got
Mm-hmm.
14. That's still not bad. Even 137 in terms of 137 players in college, that's still not bad. So, you're looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players out of this draft. If we draft at these spots, that are the top 140 players in college football. That's not bad at all, man. I think Howie can definitely cook in this situation. So
Yes, he will. Yeah.
let's see what we got on this draft. Let's do a little drafting, guys. Y'all let us know in the chat who y'all want us to pick. We'll start out with you. You can do the first draft. You can do the first draft here. So we're gonna make sure we got everything right. Sorry if y'all can't see right on my computer's stupid, but we're gonna try anyway. So first off, we're gonna go start draft.
We getting a receiver or offensive lineman. Again, if
So let's see what came off. We got Raiders, Mendoza. Everybody knew that. Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami to the Jets. Sonny Styles to the Cardinals, linebacker. Arvell Reese, linebacker, Ohio State. So Ohio State goes back to back their linebackers. They say the Giants getting Jeremiah Love, which they got scattered, but I guess that'd be a good number, combo player to go with them. I don't really see the Giants picking the I don't see the Giants picking the running back right there for some reason. I just don't.
You gotta think with Harbaugh, that is like that's what he does. He likes those 2 to 3 running back schemes. If you look back at the Ravens,
Scatterboo. Remember, most of the time you see Derrick Henry, you got like people are really like. I don't mean to stop this draft for a second, but people gotta realize something. The Giants, most likely in my head, are probably going to be the second best team in football. I mean, in the NFC next year. Like, y'all act like this team didn't whoop our ass this year. Last year. They whooped our ass at the time. And their team went downhill when everybody got hurt. When your star quarterback went hurt, you didn't have your star receiver. Your star running back gets hurt. All these star players getting hurt is going to make your team suck. If all these guys come back healthy, plus they got Mooney went there. Plus they got Likely went there on offense. Like their offense is gonna be real, real dangerous. And if I'm the Giants, I'm doubling up on that. I don't want Neighbors going down. I don't really have a good star receiver. Why not pick a receiver right there at that spot? Go get you a Lemon. Go get you, Tate. One of these receivers that's badass. And now you got 2-star receivers. Then you got Darnell Mooney, Likely. Now your offense just got that much more dangerous. And I really feel like everybody's sleeping on the Giants. I hear people saying they're going to be bottoming in the division this year. I don't believe that's going to be. I think the division's going to be a lot tighter. I can see Washington being bottom, Cowboys being third, and the Giants being second. We definitely going triple times division champions for the first time ever, 3 times in a row. I already feel that. I feel that strong. Unless some major injuries or something happen, I think that's what happened in Philadelphia. We're going back to back to back, baby. But that's just my take on that. And that would be, and I'm not saying that, like you said too, Harbaugh does like the run game. Harbaugh does like to, get running backs over there. And you got Scatterboo and this Love guy. That could be a great 1-2 combination too, in the running game. So either way, I think it works. I would like to see them get a receiver there, but I don't really like it because I don't want them getting better. But, if you're just talking football, that'd be a better move for them. So we got Cleveland getting David Bailey, edge rusher from Texas Tech. Ooh, that'd be nice to pair with Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett never had nobody on the other side of him. It says to watch. What you say?
I said you're right. He never has.
Yeah, that'd be nice for him. No pressure on him. He'll have to beat one-on-ones every game. And if he gets the 6th pick, he should eat up one-on-ones every game. Become a star player. If he doesn't, he's a loser. Cornell Tate to the Commanders. I can see that happening. That's what I was thinking the Giants should have got. Cornell Tate. But I can see them going ahead and getting Washington get him because they definitely need another receiver. I don't know if Debo's going back. Terry's getting older. And the rest of us.
And Debo is I mean, not no offense, but he's just not the same Debo of old. He really done fell off a whole lot. Like safety, wide receiver, Georgia tight end. Okay, all right. My birthday is March 26th at Little Griffith, 1726. Okay.
All right, Little Griff. Happy birthday, my guy.
Happy birthday.
What did it say? Is that Georgia DTOT or CB? Okay, let's get back to this draft here. What we got here? So Tate with Commanders. I think that's a good fit for them. They need that receiver. Jaden Daniels get another weapon, to add to their Scary Terry on the other side of Scary Terry. Like I said, he should get a lot. He gets some one-on-one coverages, which, he's a star receiver. He was pretty good over there in Ohio State. Ohio State's like a receiving, another one of them receiver U's, where you get a lot of good receivers out of there. So I like that pick for them too. The Saints getting Francis Magulio. I don't know if I said his name right, but I tried. Kellen Moore's over there trying to build this offense up. Need some more protection for your young quarterback. That's another team I think can be in the Tanner McKee sweepstakes, depending on how high they are on South. But, I think that'd be good to get some protection up front for him. But I wouldn't mind seeing Tanner McKee getting traded. Come on, Kellen. Do something for us. We got you a Super Bowl ring. Do something for us.
Yeah, you're right. He need to do something. Or either he going to be on the unemployment line.
Give us at least a first or a second for Tanner McKee. We can get something good out of it.
Yeah.
Protecting that offensive line. I like that move. Caleb Downs for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's a good pick.
They gave up 2 DBs. You definitely need to replace them with 1 DB at least. Like, you guys been giving out DBs this offseason like it was, free food and lunch line or something. I don't know what's going on over there in Kansas City. Whatever, actually gave away their best 2 cornerbacks to the same damn team. I didn't understand that at all. But you go back and you get a safety to bring in there in Ohio State's Caleb Downs, one of the best safeties in the draft. So, and then you got, I feel like Cincinnati been drafting, cornerbacks for a while now, and they just ain't been hitting. So
let me ask you a question right there. If Downs is available for the Eagles, would you take him?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He falls. He's another one of them players like Sadiq. If they fail to like 15, how many make move and get up there and get them? I would love to see Downs and Makuba be our 2 safeties. Then we have like the best secondary in football. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. We'll be better than that. I don't really see nobody better than that. I don't want to see another secondary better than that. So I would love to see that happen. Like, they got him going 9th. I don't know if he's going to be able to come any sooner than that. So. Yeah, my screen froze?
It may have. But at Little Griffith, I did 18 years in Special Olympics. Appreciate that, man. What did you do at Little Griffith? Talk to us. What did you do? You said the Eagles drafting a safety, a wide receiver, and I really hope we draft a safety and a wide receiver. And of course, we do need a defensive end. I agree with you on that. We definitely need a defensive end. We gotta get somebody to come off that edge. you got to put pressure on these quarterbacks, especially in our conference. And we got to get athletic to keep up with Dart too.
Facts.
That's why losing Phillips really hurt. He already knew the system, so it was like a plug and play. It was sort of like a dream job for Phillips. Like he got the easiest interview ever, man. That's like I'm going to play for my favorite boss ever in the perfect system with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean. It was just like, all right, man, here you go. We setting you up you're gonna be a rich man off of 8 games. Man, hey, we set them up for gold.
So then we got Miami Dolphins, Dylan Demon, other good safety from Oregon. Maybe everybody. Miami needs a new team. They didn't give away everything. So no matter who you put there, it's going to be a need for the Dolphins. I don't know why it only showed 3 things. Maybe it's only 3 things for everybody, but they need more than 3 things. They need a whole team over there in Miami.
You're right there. They need water boys and all. I'm going to put in an application tomorrow.
You need more than safety, my guy. You need every position.
That clean house, boy. We never seen, man. That cap hit. How much did we say it was? Wasn't it $200 million? How much was that cap hit?
Lot. But they talk about these still got a chance to build a good team. They got all these draft picks, so let's see what they do with it, man. I'm not sure what they going on with them. They say the Cowgirls get Georgia tackle Monroe Freeman, and I know they lost to offensive lineman this offseason, so that's probably what they need to help them keep Dak upright. Georgia Bulldog. That'd be nice.
Yeah, just draft all the Rick offensive linemen you want. That's great. That's great.
And the Rams been going all in this offseason, so they go out there and get Fanu, the Utah tackle. It was a definitely good project. Starting caliber tackle over there. I watched a little highlights of this guy, and that definitely helped Matt Stafford, in that offense on that side. So I like that pick for them.
Yeah.
Jordan
Matthew Stafford, that's my white cousin. So, don't ever talk about it. Know me like Stafford, man. That he Hall of Famer, baby. 2nd greatest quarterback ever.
Oh my God. No, you didn't.
All right, I'm with you. Go ahead, man.
You got Jordan Tyson too. That's a really good pick up there. You got Jordan Tyson was another one of them guys that, if he didn't I think he got hurt, he would have got drafted a lot earlier. He got the size, the athleticism, the ability. Great out of Arizona State. Ravens definitely need a receiver. He's a big body receiver. And I like that pickup with Jordan right there. I like that one. Oh no! The Tampa Bay Buccaneers draft Mike Sadi. No.
Yeah.
This draft is fixed. This is a bonk. No. Sadi is good.
What I was trying to tell you last week. It's gonna be a miracle if he there, but hey, we can train him.
I told you if the Eagles won, they can probably have to go around 15. That's where it's at, 15 right there. You got to trade up like 15 to get them. But that would be a nice pickup, and it's a nice pickup for them. I don't know. I thought they had like 3 tight ends over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they said their needs are tight end. Did they lose some tight ends this offseason or something?
I mean, they getting a tight. I mean, they gonna pick him, but I mean, you gotta think like you can put him out on an island. You can put him in the slot. You can line him up. I mean, he's versatile. So the same thing, the same mindset that you got with him, that's what everybody else see with him. He's just a good athlete. So
yeah, that's true.
I know you don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that. I want them to say they got a tight end. They gonna let him go. Goddamn! I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy that needed me, and keep that green on him. Keep that green on him. The Jets got a guard from Penn State, Alone. I heard about this guy, Alone. He's like one of the best guard prospects out there. that's another pickup the Eagles might be on the lookout if he falls past this, drops down. Because we definitely can use an upgrade at guard. But the Jets, like another team too, that needs upgrades across the offensive line. They need a quarterback, receiver, edge rush, cornerback. They need some things over there. And it's weird how all these teams getting 4, but they don't have 4 for Miami. That's kind of weird. I understand that. But
You're right.
that's always whenever you pick a talented offensive lineman, it's always a good pickup. The Lions get Miami Akeem Musidor. The edge rush. He was in the national championship, make some plays, make a splash. Lions needed tackle, D lineman, outside linebacker, the edge rusher. That's a nice move for the Lions. And then the other safety out of Toledo, McNeil Warren, that everybody's hyped up about, thinking the Eagles might draft. Mitchell, old teammate there. Let's see, because this is closer to our guy. Let's see what it said. First look, 6'2", 202, senior. Stats last year. Games played 13. The year before 8. Year before 14. He played 654 defensive snaps. Pass rushing snaps. He has 6 pass rushing snaps. Run defense snaps, 312. Coverage snap, 336. Tackles, 43. 28 assists. Ooh, wow. Yeah, 13 missed tackles. Okay. I like that. Snaps by position. He played defensive lineman 9 times coming off the edge. Slot 33 times, 13 snaps at cornerback. 401 in the box and 198 deep. Damn. That's all you're going to give me, I guess. Grade by game, and against Kentucky, who's trash, he had 93.9. So they're only going to really against Boston. Is that Boston College? Whoever that is, he had ass there, 58.8. So I don't like seeing that whole 13 missed tackles, especially when you're saying you put him in a box 401 times. So a lot of those tackles probably came in the box, and if he's in the box, that's not good.
And you can't be missing tackles against Lamb and Pickens. Like that's not good. And you Florida, the other guy in the slot for Dallas. You can't be missing tackles against these guys. Like a tackle in the NFL usually leads to 6 points.
Yeah, facts. Can't do that. So if he tighten that up, plus he'd be there with Quignon, maybe that works out for him. We got Avery Terrell, Clemson cornerback, going to the Panthers. They want everybody. They're really beefing up that defensive side of the ball. Oh, look at that. Dallas Cowboy got the pick they got from Green Bay at 20th and gets C.J. Allen, the linebacker out of Georgia, which is another stud. C.J. Allen's another stud out there. They're not be a good pick. Who they get up first round? Who they get already? Oh, they got to look at that. They're double dog. They're trying to be like the Eagles. And up on Georgia player. That's the second Georgia player they have in the first round, man. That's crazy.
It's crazy how they got 2 picks in the first round too. Like that's something else as wild.
Then it says Blake Miller, tackle, Clemson to the Steelers. And look at this. 1 pick before my guy, Mekhi Lemon, go to the Chargers. If you're saying that, this is basically telling me that there's a chance, I'm a USC fan, there's a chance the Eagles can get my guy Lemon. Woo! That'd be so awesome. I'm saying draft Lemon if he's there in the first round. He's a game changer. He's a game breaker. And I would be ecstatic because I'm a USC Trojan. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all South and all you Southern boys got y'all good team, but I'm still USC blood pumping my veins. And if you thought I'm like anybody else, imagine if Lemon came. Because I was really big on Nelson Aguilar when he played for us. I wouldn't let people just continue to talk shit about Nelson. I'm like, y'all better stop. So Malik Lemon is definitely right there with the Chargers. I can see him going to Chargers too, though. They always need more talent. I think they got rid of Allen's not there no more. Johnston not there no more. So they definitely need receiver help there. If that's their guy or not, then we have to find out. So let's look at some of these available players now. You got cornerback because it's on our pick, the Eagles. We'll let you do this one. You got cornerback, overall players ready. You got Tennessee cornerback McCoy. You got Falk from Auburn, like you're talking about. Omar Cooper Jr. Howe from Texas A&M. Proctor, offensive tackle. Caden McDonald, defensive lineman from Ohio State. TJ Parker, edge from Clemson. Tackle, I'm not even Max. I can mess up his name like that. Arizona State. Denzel Boston, another good receiver from Washington, but yeah, he's more of a second rounder.
He can anchor. I watched some film on him earlier. He's very athletic and he got long arms. So I was watching. A lot of people got the Eagles picking him at 23.
And then we got Caleb Banks, Woods, Hood. Oh, Concepcion, receiver from Texas A&M, another big body receiver. Pregonon from Oregon guard. Miller from Georgia. Caleb Lamu. So now we're going kind of too far down. We're going more towards the second rounders. So who are you going to pick if you're the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm taking Proctor, no doubt about it. You got to go offensive tackle. You know, I told you. You know, I'm real big on protecting the assets. I'll take Proctor right there. We can get an edge in the second. We can get an edge, but I'd love to see Proctor. You know, he's big. He's athletic. He can move. He played in the SEC. You know, he helped Alabama out a whole lot. I mean, I like Alabama's offensive linemen. You know, they're successful in it, and I'm an Auburn fan, so this hurts for me to admit that. But hey, their offensive linemen, they legit. I mean, we can sit here and name them all. The Eagles got a couple of them right now. There's a reason for that. We got linemen that have ties to the University of Alabama. It's a reason for that. So I'll take Proctor right there.
Yeah, Proctor's a big boy. He reminds me of the type of players we like on his offensive line, the Becton style guy. He might be the biggest prospect ever. You know, like 6'7", 366. He's only 20 years old. You know, what kind of stats you got? 86.1 overall grade. Played 15 games, 985 snaps, 369 snaps for running the ball, 611 passing. He's allowed 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, and 15 hurries last year. It looked like he did better the year before in terms of the quarterback protection, and even the year before
quarterback also held on to the ball forever.
Yeah,
so you know, I mean, that's why.
All math in college, at the left tackle position too. So yeah, I like Proctor. Proctor's been playing for Bama for a while. He's been good. Definitely, you don't have Stout University, but like you said, you got Cooper. He's a big physical mauler type, you know, which would be great. And I actually would like that pick. That's a good pick there, I think. So we're gonna draft Proctor there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Proctor all day, every day. I mean, we gotta get, man, that blocking last year was awful.
Yeah.
Your quarterback gotta have time. Now the problem is he is 6'7", so he gotta go on the outside. Like,
yeah. But you know, remember what we did with Becton? We pushed his ass in the guard. He was a big boy. So maybe that works out too, where we could just go ahead and push him in the guard, and he can be our starting guard over there. Steen, both from Alabama. Proctor, but hey, thanks for keeping it warm for me. I'm gonna take this spot from you. Thank you. I'll be over there with Landon Dickerson and Proctor as your guards. I can see that as well. That'd be nice, actually, thinking about it. Cooper goes to the Browns. McCoy goes to Chicago. Banks goes Bills. Caden. What other ones we got that we really want? Maybe Falk went to Seattle, Super Bowl team. Zion Young, Denzel Boston went to the Raiders. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Peter Woods, Mason Thompson, Pond, D'Angelo Pond, cornerback Indiana. I liked his play in the championship and in the playoffs. I liked him there. And now the Eagles on the clock. We got our tackles as we need receiver, edge rush, and safety. We got quarterback Ty Simpson. Do we start controversy up the Jalen Hurts controversy and draft Ty Simpson? I don't think we do.
Say that one more time.
I said, do we draft? We start controversy. Oh, we had some trades here. I can look at.
Oh, man, no, man. Ty Simpson not that guy. No, man. I mean, I think he had. He played decent at times, but I mean, I don't believe in Ty Simpson. He would have to prove me wrong.
So we got safety from LSU, AJ Holsey. We got cornerback from Miami, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
We got running back from Notre Dame, Price.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle from Iowa, Dunker. Brazil, the second receiver from Tennessee. Jake Goldday, Cincinnati linebacker. Skylar Bell, receiver, Connecticut. Bryce Lance, the receiver from North Dakota State. We don't need no more North Dakota State players. Thank you very much. Josiah Joseph, edge. Caleb from Northwestern. Derek Moore, edge rush from Michigan. Hey, and I think it's Trotter's brother, Josiah Trotter, linebacker, 72.7 grade.
This in the second round, right?
Yeah, this second round, but I don't even know if we're gonna do that in the second round.
No, definitely not. Maybe in the fifth round, but sixth round.
Yeah, he's ranked 66 overall.
He not that guy.
So we probably should go up and pick one of these echelon guys because I don't see who else. Penn State edge, cornerback, Antonio Williams, receiver, interior D lineman, Holt from Oklahoma, Mike Washington Jr., running back. Yeah. So we gotta go up. Go back up.
Gotta get an edge. Like, we need an edge or a safety. Possibly an edge.
Let's see what we got safeties. So Halsey, AJ Halsey. Oh, Ramsey from USC, dog.
Yeah.
72.2 grade first look. He's 82 on the big board. Oh, that's not good. 6 foot 205, redshirt senior, 21 years old. Stat last year. He played 9 games, 486 defensive snaps, pass rush 201, defense, rush defense 209, coverage snaps 253, 20 tackles, 10 assists, 1 missed tackle. Where's the interception at? Or block? He played 251 in the slot, which is good. 103 in the box and 93 deep. I like Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
I like Ramsey. Or let's see what this.
I don't know.
86.6 grade, which is a lot better. 6 foot 220, 22 years old. He played 12 games, 702 snaps. Run defense 289, 409, cover snap 66, tackles 19 assists. Damn, 16 missed tackles. Jesus. What's up with these missed tackles from these guys? See, he's a deep safety because he played 484 deep and only 134 in the box. That's the difference. So you're looking at the other one's a box safety. This is a deep safety. And I think your box safety would be Makuba, right? Or Makuba, your deep safety. Makuba's probably your deep safety. So you probably want to go with a Ramsey here. Or what's this? Smith from Arizona. What he talking about? 80 overall grade, 771 defensive snaps, 382 coverage. He did 451 deep too, but still had 220 in the box. He missed 18 tackles. Jesus Christ. 18 missed? What did Ramsey say? Did he have missed tackles? What was it? Oh, Ramsey only got one missed tackle last year.
Ramsey's a dog, man. He a real dog. Like,
I think we get Ramsey right here.
Yeah.
I think we should go get Ramsey right here. I like that.
Ramsey a dog.
We're drafting USC, Cameron Ramsey, baby. Welcome to the Eagles. Whoa, try to win. Try to the Patriots at 63. Damn.
But they can have them.
They can
have them.
Like, they can have them.
We don't need them on family members. We don't do good with family members.
Okay, so now we're in the third round, the 68 pick. We done got a safety. We done got, what did we get the first round? A tackle.
Yeah,
let's look at.
We need an edge.
See what we got for receiver left.
Okay.
Ooh, I like Elijah Surratt from Indiana.
Yes, you do.
And I like Branch from Georgia.
Yeah, Branch nice. He catches the ball.
His speed. Oh, Birch from Oklahoma's still there. I like all three of those guys can make it.
Pittman. CJ.
Yeah. 3-4 receivers, but let's see what's up with the edge rush. So I think we're going to be running out of edge rushers. So let's see. Okay, so you got Sutton from Penn State. He's right there at 67. He's a local guy. Y'all love y'all Penn State guys in Philly. He's 6'5". He's at 67 on the big board, 265 pounds. I like his size. 22 years old. He played 13 games last year. 641 defensive snaps, 320 in a pass rush, 297 in the defensive run snaps. He had 8 sacks. The year before he had 9. The year before that he had 5. He had 14 quarterback hits. And he got 29 hurries, 1 bad catch. I like those stats.
So
he played B gap 3 plays, over the tackle 36, outside the tackle 592. So he's an outside pass rusher, off ball 10 snaps, which I will worry about on the edge on our defense with Big Fangio still there because he likes his boys to still drop. But
we need somebody that looks exactly like the player we lost. Like, if they don't look like that, if they don't fit the whole, if they can't do what he did, I don't even want to do it.
6'5", 265. That's a big body. I think that's bigger than Phillips.
Like, let me look at Phillips' size.
I think that's bigger than Phillips.
Let's see here. Go to Phillips. They got rid of a linebacker too. They lost somebody.
Yeah, they got rid of I forgot his name.
Jalen Phillips, 6'5", 266.
Yeah, they're the same size.
So, okay. All right. I'll ride with that. Because, I mean,
what's the LT Overton from Alabama? What's his size? 6'5", 278, even bigger. But he's 91 on the draft or meaning they think he can come in like the fourth round. We could probably grab a guy like him. He only had 5 sacks, 2 hits, 17 hurries. He's over tackle and outside the tackle a lot. No A and B gap. Okay, Overton. What was this other guy? Romel Heights from Texas Tech. Ooh, 92.5 grade. I like that. He had 9 sacks, 11 hits, 42 hurries. Ooh, that's good stuff right there. Mostly played outside the tackle. What's his size? 6'3", 240. No, that's a smaller cat. So yeah, right now I'd say we go to Penn State guy.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And once we get this back better, we're gonna have it better so everybody can see a lot better. We're gonna get this going again.
Yeah, we'll run it back.
We're gonna run it back again. We're gonna go get through this one. Overton went 97th. We were just talking about him. He just went to pick before us. So we possibly could even get him the second pick of the third round, late in the third round. What players do we got left here? Quarterback. No, we don't need no quarterback here at third round. Rashad Benny, Michigan. DM. What do we need? What do we need? Receiver.
I don't really think receiver is a need now after picking up Elijah Moore and Hollywood Brown. One of them should be able to fill that 3.
Yeah, but you still won't because you're not gonna be able to pay all these guys. You might still want to grab somebody, and they not really that great still left. We waited a little too long for that one. So what are we doing here? You don't want the receiver. Overall, we got quarterback Benny. How big is Benny? What Benny? 78 grade. 6'4", 305. I like that size. That's not bad. Played 13 games, 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, 13 hurries, 2 batted balls. He plays the B gap 334% of the times last year. He also played over tackle a little bit. He's a big body from a pretty good school, Michigan. I remember Benny out there. Genesis Smith. We already got a safety, didn't we? Yeah, we got a safety already.
From LSU.
Malachi Fields. Fields is another receiver out there. I like the Fields. How tall is Fields? 75 grade. He's 6'4", 220. I like the size.
What is he running the 40?
I don't know about that part. Pass snap 309. Wide receiver 274. 30. Yeah, he only had 36 receptions off 62 targets, but he had 630 yards. But the 2 years prior to that, he had 800 and 800. So that's good. But this last year, he had less. He had 630, but he averaged 17.5 yards per catch. That's pretty good. And every single year, he had 5 touchdowns. Nice big body receiver. I wouldn't mind him. He played good against Purdue. Let's see if we go on receiver, we go there. But not really no one under 98 that we need, unless we go for Benny. He'll be the one that's like ranks a little high. Do you think we should go another defensive tackle to along with?
Yeah, we need all the help we can get on the we need depth on the D line. We know we got some dogs, but we need a couple of edge. If we can get a couple of edge in this draft, that would really help.
It says you earn a new reward. Here we go. Let's see what kind of grade we're gonna get. I like the draft we had. I think that was a decent draft.
Yeah, it
I think that was
was.
decent. For our first one, I think that was a decent draft. Let's see. What is this? What is this? What happened? What happened to our draft grade? What the hell? Something happened. They didn't show. We didn't get a chance to see our draft grade. I don't know what happened there.
That's all right. We'll run it back again.
We're running
We'll
back,
get
and,
the chat in.
and it was an
I'm
A
putting
plus
it
draft.
straight
That's
on
all we
the
do
chat.
is here and give A
We'll
plus
get a
drafts.
couple more
And
people on here and run it back.
yeah, we were running that back. That was still good though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we got players in need. You got to start to see. What do you say? Just have Berge and 31 aren't doing adding. It just happened. Yeah, breaking news, Elijah Moore. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. EC1, we definitely
Mm-hmm.
did. It's like I said, you can be fighting for that fourth, fifth receiver spot on our team. I'm not seeing it as a huge move. I'm not like super pumped about it. Like he didn't do nothing last year. So we'll see what happened with that. And like it's getting closer. Like I said, we're less than 30 days away from the draft. I expect, this is the time of the year where Howie always, he's building depth, so he doesn't have to extend on players. He don't have to reach for players. He don't like going to drafts where he has to reach for players for need. And I think he's setting it up nicely right now where he doesn't have to reach for need. He just go ahead and get what he needs to get.
We talked about Elijah Moore earlier, and he is just simply here. EC12XX, he's here for more support for AJ Brown. They're real good friends, and this is a Howie move. So, instead of him reading books, Elijah Moore is going to be on the sideline hyping him up. So let's
Right.
not get excited about Elijah Moore. 2021 second round draft pick. He was on trash the last few years.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier, but it is a good signing. I mean, it's a just in case.
He's
It's
better
one
than
of
Brett
those.
Covey. How about that? He's
Yeah.
better than Brett Covey. He's better than probably most of the guys who got on the practice squad. I'll give him that. But that's it, and unless he comes in and balls out and shows some of that talent that he's been missing over the last couple of years, which players can do in Philadelphia because of their culture. But yeah, not that stoked about it. I'm more stoked about, what was that cat name we picked up? This guy, 3-time All-Pro, JT Gray. He's a 3-time All-Pro special teamer. I'm more excited about JT Gray than I am about Elijah Moore. At least he can produce on special teams. It's hard to go. Never even played a safety snap, but 3-time All-Pro. You know what I'm saying? Patriot fans are. Thank AJ to New England. They pumped up thinking they're getting him. Desperate fools. Yeah, they might still get him, EC1. They might still get him. So what's good, y'all? Y'all think about the season, Howie? You got these GMs and teams about the boss. He always does every year. Salute to you, Mark. So that's the show we got for you guys tonight. We're running up for 2 hours. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. And we definitely be back next week with some more content for you guys. So we're about to get up out of here.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody chiming in, and we're gonna run this draft back in a couple of weeks, and maybe next week I'm looking at the free agents for 2027. I know that's gonna play a part in the next draft. We'll probably tie that in too.
Yes. So last words, my guy.
Nah, I don't got nothing tonight, man. That was a good draft, and I'm just looking forward to see what happens in the next week because Howard is still making moves, and as always, fly Eagles fly. You know what it is.
Yeah, fly, you'll fly. And just know that, no matter what, that still was a great draft. I wish we would have got our draft grade. Maybe it'll come up and I'll be able to post it. But let us know in the chat how you liked our draft. You think we covered the needs that the Eagles needed? And like you said, we're going to do a couple more drafts before the actual draft comes up to see if we can figure out exactly who these Eagles will pick up. So Fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, I'm out.
Yeah.
How about our quarterback? How about our quarterback?